Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Ron. The City of El Paso, I'm assuming everybody's ready, right? The City of El Paso, along with USA, I guess it's CRITS, C-R-I-T-S, Destination El Paso, and USA Cycling, are excited to announce that El Paso has been selected to host the first ever RISE Cycling Talent Identification Combine and Symposium. The RISE Cycling Symposium is expected to draw over 2,500 attendees and could contribute an estimated $2.2 million in economic impact each year, totaling over $10 million over 5 years. The symposium is a multi-day event that is scheduled to take place June 13th through 16th, 2019. It is the first of its kind where high school students and college-bound student athletes have the opportunity to showcase themselves in front of key coaches, administrators, and sports directors from collegiate, club, elite national, and international teams for selection and scholarship awards. In addition to the RISE Cycling Symposium, El Paso will host an annual Criterium beginning in March of 2019. For those of you who are not familiar with the bicycle racing world, like Representative Schwartzbein, a criterium is an intense, short, fast-paced bicycle race. These annual races are expected to draw over 2,000 competitors and spectators from around the country for 2 to 3 days and contribute an estimated $250,000 in economic impact each year. This is another great win for El Paso. The opportunity to host this event is very exciting and is further proof that El Paso continues to gain momentum and is on the rise. With that, I would like to ask Brian Crow to come up to the podium to explain more about how the city was able to bring this event to El Paso and what it will mean for our city. Brian, where are you?
Thanks, sir. So we're very excited about our announcement today, but before I get into some of the details, I want to invite the city manager up to read some comments about our announcement today. Tommy?
Thank you, Brian. So this is part of an overall strategic plan that the City Council put in motion in 2014. This council has consummated that strategic plan again, and the focus has been the development of downtown. So when you see the new hotels that are coming out of the ground brand new, or when you see the renovations of the existing hotels, a lot of people then ask the next natural question, what about conventions? So this is a good example of that everything's being done with a business strategy in mind. The council has that in mind, not only when we look at direct flights, when we look at Paseo de las Luces and the entry point from our Mexican neighbors, or the entry point by air at the airport in terms of how we're dressing that up. So this is part of our overall strategic plan. And so the fact that Brian and his team, and I want to thank Kerry Weston as well, and working with the business community and the convention developers, and again, Brian's team and the amazing team that he has and all the work that they do, the fact that they've responded this way is an incredible result. So I want to recognize them and thank them for their effort. But just wanted to point out it's part of our overall strategy.
Thank you, sir. So as the mayor said, and as the city manager pointed out, this is part of our strategy. We see with new hotels and new amenities coming online throughout our city. We are very pleased to be able to showcase our community, not only here, but also to the world. In fact, we're very excited that we've been awarded the RISE event as well as the US CRITS tournament that will be coming here to El Paso in 2019. These are multi-year commitments being made by the organization to host the event here in El Paso and have tens of millions, several $1 million in economic impact. This story begins actually back in 2017. I know that many of you in the media are familiar with the fact that we host annual visits for our familiarization tours to bring business leaders and others to our community to showcase this community and all of the efforts that have been made in both the public and private sector investment in our community. We were very pleased to host Ravi Rajkumar, who came out to visit with us in 2017. We had met him earlier at the National Association of Sports Commission's annual symposium, invited him to El Paso in the 2017 familiarization tour, and I'll let him kind of fill you in, but he really fell in love with the community, and we looked for a way that we could bring some of this tournament activity, sporting activity, visitors and guests to showcase, to see what we have been working on here and to the development of our downtown and of our community as a whole. The RISE event will bring over 2,500 athletes and other guests, contributing over 2,000 hotel room nights to the area. Average attendees staying here 4 days in our community, eating in our restaurants, visiting all of our amenities and cultural assets in our city, as well as being able to shop in our stores and explore the region. At this time, I want to introduce Ravi with USA Crits and RISE to talk a little bit more about the event. Ravi?
Thanks, Brian. Great to be here. As Brian mentioned, I first came to El Paso in modern times. I came years ago when I was much younger, but I came on that familiarization tour as a guest of Destination El Paso, and really fell in love with the community. The folks here, the people here, the community was very receptive. The weather was great. I got to see all of the new modern growth and what was happening in the community. And I think I told Brian and Brooke at the time, cycling, endurance sports, community, lifestyle, healthy living, it can all happen here. And I fell in love with the place right away. So all of you have lots of credit to be taken for that. So we're excited. Let me tell you a little about the RISE story. RISE, as Brian mentioned, is the first of its kind opportunity where athletes that are college-bound, high school age, are going to be able to come together in one location and both physically and mentally be tested, as well as have 2 to 3 days of educational seminars and life skills and life after sport, a real coming together. We like to call it, it's the NFL Combine meets America's Got Talent meets Shark Tank. You know, something really innovative and fun for youth and adults to come together. So that's going to happen, as Brian mentioned, this Father's Day in 2019, and we're here to be here for a long time. We've got a multi-year commitment, and no plans of moving anywhere else. So that's what RISE is. What really makes it special as well is it's open for the whole community. So yes, we're targeting students and athletes that are going to college to use cycling as a potential way to learn more about sport, to also potentially earn scholarship dollars, because we know education and collegiate education continues to rise. It's not as cheap as it used to be. So giving them an opportunity is really impactful for us. But again, open to other enthusiasts, normal weekend warrior cyclists, that can come and learn all of the same skills. Whether you're a 20-year-old or a 40-year-old or a 60-year-old, all of the education components and performance components you can learn at RISE are applicable for you for all of your life. So that's what RISE is in a nutshell, and excited to be here for the near term and the long term. The second component we were talking about is USA Crits. Criteriums, as our group is making fun of us about, was a short bicycle race, multiple laps. So we're fine-tuning exactly the final course, but it looks to be around San Jacinto Plaza at the end of March 29th and 30th. And we'll be doing multiple laps racing around that plaza for a full day of racing and entertainment that'll be open to the public. So excited to use what we do in cycling, endurance sports, lifestyle, education, tying that all together to really bring that together to help the community. And something is open for everyone to come participate in. That's us.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ravi. An additional component to the RISE Symposium that Ravi was speaking about is also involving our local education community as well. And I want to specifically thank the University of Texas at El Paso and Texas Health Science Center here in El Paso. Our ability to be able to secure the RISE event for El Paso and its multi-year commitment could not have occurred without a partnership and commitments both from UTEP and from Texas Tech. Here with us today is Dr. Shafiq Taharamzi, who is the Dean of the College of Health Sciences at UTEP, and I'm going to let him talk a little about how they're engaged with this project as well.
Thank you, Brian. And I'm going just to ask my colleagues from UTEP just to come by my side. I have with me Mr. Ben Gonzalez, who's the Vice President of Asset Management and Development at UTEP, And to my left is Dr. Alvaro Gurovic, who's a new recruit to UTEP and to the College of Health Sciences. In the last year, we've been able to recruit some incredible faculty members to join an already incredible team of talented faculty, students, and staff at UTEP. What we just learned because of this event is that Dr. Gurovic has a wonderful history in cycling. He was the physiologist for the Chilean Olympic cycling team several years ago, and so he brings incredible talent to this event. You know, events like this enable us to partner within the city in ways that we haven't partnered before. This is a wonderful opportunity for UTEP and the College of Health Sciences to partner with the city of El Paso and to partner with Texas Tech University, their fellowship in sports medicine, and Dr. Justin Wright there. I think we need to do more of that. We need to collaborate more within El Paso, among our educational institutions, and with our city to be able to do wonderful and exciting things like this. I would be remiss if I didn't introduce some of our team members who can't be here today because they are where they're supposed to be. They're teaching or undertaking research. And so our contribution as UTEP wouldn't be possible without Dr. Harry Mewson, who leads our kinesiology department, and he brings a whole team with expertise in the area of human performance and fitness, strength and conditioning, exercise physiology. We have Dr. Maria Duarte, who leads our public health sciences, who will be bringing her team to this event with a specialty in sports nutrition and diet and fitness. We have Dr. Beth Sermon-Taylor, who's an expert in concussion management in sports, and so that will be a valuable addition to our team. And of course, Dr. Al Gurovic and the team in the Rehabilitation Sciences program and the College of Health Sciences with expertise in injury prevention and rehabilitation and exercise physiology. And so this is very exciting for us at UTEP to showcase our expertise and our talent and to work collaboratively with the city again and with Texas Tech and Dr. Justin Wright in sports medicine. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
With that, we can take any questions you may have. I know there's a media kit that we've distributed. We're really very excited to be kicking this off so soon, just here in the spring of 2019. Thank you again to the city, UTEP, Texas Tech, all of our partners for helping make this happen.